Hello students, today we will learn how to edit a worksheet. Microsoft Excel is an application software used to perform mathematical calculations. After entering data in a worksheet, we must need to make some changes in it. We can add more data and edit its contents. Editing a worksheet involves changing cell contents, copying and moving data, and inserting or deleting rows and columns. Before we move further, let us recall. A range is a group of contiguous cells which form the shape of a rectangle. When you select a range, the selection becomes dark with a border around it. Let us start with selecting cells. We often need to select a group of cells to perform various operations such as copying, moving, inserting, or deleting. Selection can be made in any of the following ways. To select, action. A row or column. Click on the row or column heading. Entire worksheet. Press Ctrl+A or click on the Select All button located on the top of the first row heading. Adjacent rows or columns. Select the first row or column, then hold down the Shift key while you select the last row or column. Non-adjacent rows or columns. Click on the row or column, then hold down the Control key while you select the other rows or columns for selection. Students, let me now tell you how to enter numbers as text, date and time. To enter numbers as text, place apostrophe before the number. The digit will be treated as text. To enter date or time in a cell, type the number and click on the Enter button next to the formula bar. Click on the Format drop-down button in the Cells group on the Home tab and select the Format Cells option. In Format Cells dialog box, select the Number tab. Click on the date or time in the category list. Choose the type of format and click on OK. To enter date and time in a cell, separate the date and time with space. Let's take a quick view. To repeat the last action or command, press F4 key. Now let us understand how to change cell contents. The characters and numbers typed in a worksheet can be seen both in cell as well as in formula bar. Enter the contents and press either the Enter key or the Enter button on the formula bar to accept the changes. When you type in the new data into the cell, the two buttons Cancel and Enter will appear on the left of the formula bar. Cell contents can be modified in two ways. Replacing cell contents. Using Edit mode. Replacing cell contents. By default, you can edit the cell contents directly and replace them with a new entry. Open a new worksheet and type in the data as shown in figure. Select the cell D6 whose content has to be changed. Now type 65 in that cell and press the Enter key. Note that the previous value 56 is replaced with 65. Similarly, try to change the contents of other cells. We can also edit the cell contents in the following ways. To change the contents of a cell, select the cell and then click on the formula bar where you want to insert characters. Now make modifications in the formula bar. Turn on the Overtype mode by double-clicking on the cell. Press the Insert key from the keyboard. Start typing in the cell. The existing characters will get replaced with the new characters you type. When Overtype mode is turned on, the cursor changes to a thick blinking bar. The blinking bar is visible only when you are in Edit mode. Using Edit mode. Select the cell D6. Double-click inside the cell. The data is also displayed in the formula bar. The insertion point will blink within the cell. Note that the Edit mode is indicated on the left side of the status bar. Position the pointer at the desired place and change the contents. Press the Enter key. The changes will be entered in the current cell. Notice the edit mode indicator changing to the ready mode. Students note that you can also change the cell contents by pressing F2 key after selecting the cell. The cursor will blink at the end of the cell content. Let me explain you how to use undo and redo feature. After making modifications in a cell, you may wish to cancel the changes and retrieve the previous data. To undo the last actions performed, use the Undo button on the Quick Access toolbar. The redo command is used to quickly reverse the last actions that you have done using Undo command. Click on the Redo button on the Quick Access toolbar. Students, let me share with you some tips. You can use the shortcut keys Ctrl+Z for undo and Ctrl+Y for redo actions. Some actions cannot be undone, such as clicking any command on the File tab menu. If you cannot undo an action, the Undo button changes into Can't Undo. Some actions, such as using a function in a cell, cannot be repeated. If the command or the action cannot be repeated, the Redo button changes into Can't Repeat. Students, let us find out how to insert columns and rows. You can insert blank cells, rows or columns in a worksheet. Inserting a column. To insert a single column, select the column or cell to the left of which a new column is to be inserted. For example, select the column E. Click on the Insert drop-down arrow in the Cells group on the Home tab and choose the Insert Sheet Columns option. Excel inserts blank column to the left of column E. The entries of column E will be shifted to column F as shown in figure. Let's take a quick view. Press Ctrl+Shift+7 to apply outline border around the selected cell or a range of cells. Students, let me give you some important tips. To insert multiple columns, rows, cells, select the same number of columns, rows or cells that you want to insert. To insert non-adjacent columns, hold down the Control key while you select the non-adjacent columns. You can insert a row by selecting the row and then choosing Insert, then Insert Sheet Rows in the Cells group on the Home tab. Let me explain you how to copy and move data. Copying refers to duplicating data, that is text, numbers, formulae, either in the same worksheet or in a different worksheet. Moving refers to changing the position of data, either in the same worksheet or in a different worksheet. Use copy and paste commands to copy the data and use cut and paste commands to move the data. These commands use Windows Clipboard. Copying and pasting data. Select the cell or range of cells you want to copy. For example, B4 is to D4. Click on the Copy button in the Clipboard group. The moving dashed line will appear around the selected cells. Select the cell F6 and click on the Paste button in the Clipboard group. The text will be copied to the new location. If you want to paste the same data repeatedly, click on the Paste button again. Note: to remove the moving border after you finish copying, press the Escape key. Moving data around. Sometimes you find that the placement of data is not appropriate. If you do not need to delete and retype it, Excel allows you to move data around the worksheet. Using drag and drop method. Select a cell or a range of cells. Position the mouse pointer at the edge of the selected cells. Notice that the pointer changes from a black cross symbol to move pointer symbol. Drag the selected cell or a range of cells to a new destination and release the mouse button. The data will be moved to a new location. Students, let me share with you some tips. Right-click on the cell to open shortcut menu. Select the Cut command and then choose the Paste option to move the cell contents to a different location. The shortcut keys to perform cut, copy and paste operations are Ctrl+X, Ctrl+C and Ctrl+V respectively. Students know the fact that to clear the contents of the cell, select the cell, click on the Clear button in the Editing group on the Home tab. Select the Clear All option. You can also clear the contents of the cells by highlighting them and then pressing the Delete key. Students, let's take a quick view. You can minimize the worksheet by pressing Ctrl+F9 key combination. To maximize the worksheet, press Ctrl+F10. Let us learn how to use autofill feature. Excel provides a wonderful feature for copying cell contents. The autofill is the easiest method to fill data in cells automatically. Type January in cell B1. Position the pointer at the lower right corner of the cell. The mouse pointer changes into a thin black plus cross. Hold down the left mouse button and drag the fill handle up to cell B5. Release the button. The months February to May would appear in the cells B2 to B5. Students, let me share with you some tips. If the source cell contains a formula, a day or a month, the autofill feature fills the series in the destination cells. If the source cell contains text and number, the autofill feature copies the data from the source cell to the destination cells. In case of numbers, type 2 consecutive numbers to fill the series while using the autofill feature. Okay students, let us take a recap of this chapter. To make the entry of digits as text, you have to begin the entry with an apostrophe. The appearance of date and time on a worksheet depends on the number format applied to the cell. By default, you can edit the cell contents directly and replace them with a new entry. The cell contents can also be modified using the F2 key. To copy, cut and paste the data, use Ctrl+C, Ctrl+X and Ctrl+V key combination respectively. Autofill is the easiest method to fill a range of cells with a series of data without typing